If you're confused by his swing, don't worry. Let's break it down for a little bit. When he initially transfers his weight back, his front foot makes a little toe tap right by his back foot. Then the high leg kick goes forward, and that adds extra torque on the ball, granting those extra base hits. And with his quick hands, it's just hit after hit with Keston. It's a unique swing, yes, but it's one that he's had since he was 9 years old. Pickleball is growing in popularity that even I'm going to get in on the action. And especially with this sport, it's easy to maneuver. And the best thing is, pickleball is adaptable for everyone to play, but I might need some more practice. Well, the minimum length to donate to Locks of Love is about 10 inches, so I've got quite a ways to go. But John Gray, he definitely doesn't. He's gotten mostly compliments about his hair, but the negative feedbacks, well, he just brushes that aside. The other benefit for Verdugo being on the Dodgers roster, he's only 7 hours away from his hometown of Tucson, Arizona, where his family still resides. And as soon as he was notified that he was being called up to the bigs, he called up his family to let them know of the cheerful news. The number 25 can be seen on clubhouse nameplates, their hats, and their jerseys to commemorate the Rockies' time in the Mile High City. But for pitcher Jeff Hoffman, he said that this organization welcomed him from the start. Gonzalez told me that he was in a group chat with a few of his teammates who were in Puerto Rico at the time, but never heard from them after repeated messages. Now, outfielder Noel Cuevas was on the island when the hurricane struck, and he said the devastation is still felt. But who else had a heck of a game? Eno Benjamin. And he's going in this like a bop it. Ready? Push it, twist it, pull it, diving into the end zone. Gets the touchdown, the first one of his young freshman career. Scotty, people forget that Nikhil once almost took Manny Wilkins' job. Here he is in the Sparky formation. Tosses the ball to CJ French Love for the touchdown against the Stanford Cardinal. Arizona State would lose this one, but my goodness, Nikhil. From Herm to the Conference of Champions, it's our Pac-12 top plays of the year, and we're throwing 10 of them at you, much like Gardner Minshew throwing 7 touchdowns against Arizona. You heard that right. School record. Also 473 yards. He was 43 of 55. No interceptions and a partridge in a pear tree. Gardner Minshew, incredible. I want to see his vertical jump numbers. They've got to be really up there. Sorry for the bad pun. Washington taking on Auburn in week 1. This is a throwback. Here's Quentin Pounds. One-handed catch in the corner of the end zone. Can you believe it? Odell Beckham, who? Who cares? It's Quentin Pounds. Some Territorial Cup action in Tucson, the 92nd meeting between these bitter rivals. And, well, there was a few fireworks to start off the day, even before the first kickoff. And Arizona exploded out to a 10-point lead, but then Manny Wilkins answers with this 58-yard dime to Brandon Ayuk. And then it really got good for the defense for Arizona State as redshirt freshman Tyler Johnson pounces on this fumble after the botched handoff. He recovers it for his offense, and then Eno Benjamin just does the rest. Rolls around and scores your go-ahead touchdown. After the PAT, it would be 40-41 in favor of the Devils, and this is where it got tense. Everyone holds their breath for the last-minute field goal from U of A, and it's up, but it's no good. Wide to the right of the goalpost, and the Sun Devils keep the cup in Tempe. Boy, what a fun matchup.
Go beer here, water, peanuts, and Cracker Jacks.
It's essential, at a ball game or not. Water is what makes life function. But the plastic from empty bottles can stack up. That's why Brewers pitcher Brent Suter took a stand.
I've been kind of wanting to do it for a couple years now just because I've been using reusable bottle for 5 years, and I feel it can save. It's just an easy way to save a lot of plastic waste. So my cousin and I were sitting on the couch a couple years ago, and we just made the hashtag #StrikeOutWaste and made the Twitter profile. We're like, you know, when the time is right, we can do this if we want to, and get some bottles for everybody and see if they want to do the reusable water bottles.
A study published in the journal Science in 2015 said that up to 13 million metric tons of plastic enter oceans each year. That's equivalent in weight to nearly 90 million baseballs. Suter's trying to do his part to get that number down. He tweeted a video asking teammates if they wanted to exclusively use reusable water bottles. His teammates were all in, from catcher Yasmani Grandal to even the skipper, Craig Counsell.
I'm already on my 4th fill up, and it's only 8:45 in the morning, so it makes it easier for you to drink water. You kind of want to drink water so that you're using the products.
When Nottingham came in and saw that there was water bottles, he was running to get one. He took a picture with Yasmani, and it's just it's great. I think everyone's, like I said before, everyone's on board and enjoying it, and like you say, he's making a great cause.
Suter right now is rehabbing from Tommy John surgery. He's studied environmental science at Harvard and has a passion for saving the environment, along with his passion for baseball.
The ocean's filling up with plastic. Our landfills are a lot of plastic, and it doesn't biodegrade for a while. So just an easy way to kind of cut some unneeded single-use plastic waste out it'd be great for trying to preserve a future for our kids.
Suter said the company Zulu is sponsoring the initiative, and he keeps a list of all of those wanting to wash away plastic on his locker. In Phoenix, Blaine McCormick, Cronkite News. It may be just a construction zone, but in a few months, this concrete slab will be this: courts for pickleball.
We have a lot of residents that are asking for pickleball courts. We have a lot of our residents that play pickleball, that love pickleball. It really is a community that's growing.
According to a 2018 report from the Sports and Fitness Industry Association, over 3 million Americans participated in pickleball, an 11.3% rise from last year.
I just have so much fun playing it. I've played lots of other racket sports for the last 30 years, but I'm having more fun playing pickleball than I've ever had playing any other racket sport.
Pickleball is growing in popularity that even I'm going to get in on the action. And especially with this sport, it's easy to maneuver. And the best thing is, pickleball is adaptable for everyone to play. But I might need some more practice.
I was playing in Bend, Oregon a couple years ago. This gentleman resurfaced a tennis court and changed it into a pickleball court. And now all his neighbors are playing, including when we were there, we saw one guy wearing an oxygen tank on his back playing pickleball.
When the project is complete, the Tempe Sports Complex will feature 8 public pickleball courts, including 2 designed for players with disabilities. Quillard says the total cost to the city is $708,000. In Tempe, Blaine McCormick, Cronkite News. Did you see that? If not, let's rewind. That is Keston Hiura, an infield prospect for the Milwaukee Brewers. And yes, that's his swing.
I'm happy that over the years I've been able to keep the same swing and face better talent and challenge myself at the plate. So it's definitely a unique swing, different than others, but I take a lot of pride in it.
And rightfully so. Hiura led the Arizona Fall League in hits and was named the MVP of the league last year. Not only turning heads then, but when fellow Brewers teammate Lucas Urseg played against Hiura in college.
I remember the toe tap and then the leg kick, and I think that's what surprises everyone because, usually it's one or the other, but I remember him running around the bases, and I was like, he's not, the biggest guy.
It's still the holy grail of hitting is hitters that have great timing. Keston possesses it. So that's probably the first thing that I thought of when I saw Keston is this guy has got to have incredible timing.
If you're confused by his swing, don't worry. Let's break it down for a little bit. When he initially transfers his weight back, his front foot makes a little toe tap right by his back foot. Then the high leg kick goes forward, and that adds extra torque on the ball, granting those extra base hits. And with his quick hands, it's just hit after hit with Keston. It's a unique swing, yes, but it's one that he's had since he was 9 years old.
I don't necessarily think my swing is for everyone. Like it's definitely different in a unique way where it's comfortable for my body. So I've always been a big preacher on not one swing is made for every person.
Hiura said that coaches have invested trust in him to make his own adjustments to his exclusive motion. And when he feels he is struggling at the plate, he just goes back to the basics he was taught at such a young age. In Phoenix, Blaine McCormick, Cronkite News.